excited for the opportunity to go to the Salina tournament and beat Bueller.
Okay, talk about the Salina Invitational. This is a new event for the Panthers. The girls will be there as well. Thoughts on going to the SIT?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be cool, and obviously that's where I grew up, so I'm familiar with what's going on in the SIT, and get to see some familiar faces and stuff like that. So, but we actually get to play at Salina Central today, which is pretty cool because that's kind of where I kind of fell in love with basketball and stuff like that. So I spent a lot of time as a little kid in that gym. But, really it's not about me. It's about these guys, and hopefully they have some success and stuff like that. And I think the ultimate goal is win this game and play Andover tomorrow.
Salina, that gym at Salina Central, yeah, it's kind of like the Palestra or someplace. I mean, it's been there a long time. It has pillars there. It has the pit. It's got a unique feel for it.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely kind of has one of those old school feels to it and stuff like that. And, it is kind of like a pit. And, I mean, it's just cool to go play somewhere new. I think, we were always in the El Dorado tournament and stuff like that, which was fun for the guys. But it's just a new opportunity, new experience. And then I think the coolest thing about the Salina tournament is the winner side of the bracket actually gets to play at Kansas Wesleyan. So it'll give these guys a chance to play in a college gym. And, I'm guessing that some of those Kansas Wesleyan coaches will be there because they are interested in some of our guys. So it's just a new atmosphere, new opponents, and, ultimately, I said we want to play Andover, but the ultimate goal is to win the whole thing. So
Salina, that's a good shooting gym, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. But, I think when I was a kid, I was similar to Parker and Carter and some of these other guys. I feel like, I could shoot anywhere, and I think we got guys that have that same feeling.
Guarded or unguarded?
Well, hopefully unguarded within the offense.
Well, I'm talking about you right now.
I would take any shot. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I think my coach got frustrated with me just like I get frustrated with some of these guys. So.
Okay, you get Bueller, a team that you saw in the last game before Christmas break, kind of got off to a slow start in that game, but then kind of put them away. Round 2 coming up this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, it's the second time around, and we actually have been able to watch them play Circle from last Friday, and they have, probably the best athlete in the school is actually going to be playing with them after the break here. So he's 6'6", a tremendous corner when it comes to football, and I know he's a track star. So just to have a 6'6" athlete help them is probably going to give them some confidence.
Okay, so they get one added at the break to take on your team today. So, okay, Maddox, what do you remember about the first matchup with Bueller and some things you'll be thinking about this time around?
I remember they had a pretty well zone that they played, and I just know that we got to work the zone, work it around, pass it, and then just try and get shots inside and stop settling for threes on the outside. That's what I think.
Okay. Ben, what do you remember about that first matchup with Bueller?
Yeah, just like Maddox said, the zone, and we really got to push the ball up in transition and swing it around the zone and get to the backboard.
What's confidence the team right now? Shouldn't be shaken at all. I mean, you're a good basketball team against two good opponents coming out. What's the mood in practice right now?
It's a lot of energy, a lot of fun. I like it. Daxon brings it.
I always like to bring this in because how are the practices? How competitive do they get?
Oh, they get pretty chippy. They everybody talks to each other. That's for sure.
Who's the best team, red or black? Or does he beat
black? We got black and white.
Okay, black and white.
The black is the guys think that's the first team, and the white is the next. But there are some days where we put our starters on the black team, but then there's days where we kind of split it up so it is ultra competitive, and those are probably the best practices that we have.
What's tournament like, Maddox? Because we're going to really get into the grind once this week's over with, and then heck, you got a TMP, and then it's nothing but WAC teams the rest of the way. How do you approach this tournament? Are these 3-day events? 3 in a row. This a fun time?
Yeah, this is a real fun time. I wish we were staying in a hotel all 3 days. Didn't want to go to school tomorrow, but it is what it is. And I think some like Andover and Abilene is who we really want to play, and I think they're as good as one of the better teams we'll play all season.
So that'd be nice to add 2 tournament titles in one season, right?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, get that going. So going to the Salina Invitational. So Ben, what are your thoughts on going into this 3-day event?
I'm excited. I'm ready.
Does it make you excited to know that even Coach Kriegh could hit 3-pointers at Salina High School?
Oh,
Salina
I don't
Central?
know about all that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Some of these guys maybe would have had a chance to guard me, but Ben, there's no way.
Okay.
No way. I don't care how tall he is.
How do you handle a 3-day tournament like this? Does it kind of get you ready for maybe a sub-state or hopefully a state tournament situation where you play and then don't have much prep time and get ready to go again?
Yeah, I mean, I think, the key word is preparation, and that's kind of what we've done as a coaching staff. And, I'm thankful that I got 3 guys that I can trust. And I think Kuhlman and Bernie and Wells, they've kind of done some extra homework. So regardless of who we play tomorrow, we've got a scouting report ready to go. We got some clips ready to go to show the guys. It is a pretty quick turnaround. We'll play at 4:30 today and 4:30 tomorrow. And like these guys said, it kind of stinks that we don't get school off because some of these other schools, they do get the whole day to prepare. And that's maybe something people outside of the building don't, or people inside the building they want us in class, and people outside the building realize that, yeah, we need to prepare. But we do get to stay in the hotel Friday night, so that'll give us some time to bond as a team and maybe go eat at Hickory Hut in Salina and maybe see if Ben's bowling skills have improved since the summer.
I figured he'd be a good one, that long launch point.
Well, Ben, Premer, and I, we all kind of challenged each other this summer in Lawrence. And Ben today, for some reason, thinks that he beat me 2 out of 3 matchups.
I did.
But I feel like we all won 1 match. So we had three matches, and I think we all won 1. But maybe I'm wrong. But Ben, when he first started, he didn't look very confident, not very strong. We were kind of worried about his confidence. But by the time that third frame or whatever they call it in bowling came around, or third matchup, he was a lot better. So he was much improved in like an hour time frame.
Maddox seems surprised you're standing. Is he invited Friday night? I mean, he's like surprised that he said he wasn't staying in a motel. So
I think these guys wanted to stay tonight and tomorrow night.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
normally when we go to El Dorado, we were 2 nights in a hotel, which is fun for those guys. But 72 hours of babysitting as a head coach can be a lot. So this time we only got to babysit for 1 night, and yeah, they have fun. They bond really well in the hotel room and stuff.
Yeah, talk about that
So,
a little bit because you have practice, right? You see the kids in the hallway during school and things like that. But what's that do for a team to spend that much time together?
Yeah,
other than maybe,
it's the
hopefully
same,
it goes
when
well
we go
with
to tournaments or like when we go to these team camps in the summer, it is an opportunity for them to bond, and it's kind of lets them hang out with guys that maybe aren't in their class and maybe guys that they don't hang out with on the weekends and stuff like that. But lots of video games, lots of jokes. Just make sure that we don't get any calls from the people at the front desk. That way.
So there's no pillow fights going on or anything like that, or
I mean, I don't know if there's any fights. I know that these guys use pillows. I mean, I think no. I mean, it's all good. We got good kids, and they listen and they're respectful and stuff like that. And there are times when they try to push the line, but for the most part, they do listen.
All right. Maddox, we talked to you before the season began, and you kind of, how the team's going to be, and you kind of have your own thoughts on what it's going to look like. Now you're 9 games in. Has anything changed with that, or some guys stepped up, or what's your team like now maybe it was from the first game of the season?
Oh, yeah, I think we had a few guys step up, more like Cooper. Cooper really surprised me. Ben, Isaiah, and Daxton, those guys all stepped up real good coming off the bench.
Ben, talk about your role, because a lot of places you'd be, you already had like 233 point shots right now, but there's a lot of talent on this basketball team, so you have to share some time. Talk about how you accept your role and how you contribute on this ball club.
Yeah, coming off the bench, I try and bring as much energy as I can when I go in the game. Try and get as many rebounds, get post entries, and I just try and keep the ball moving. Can't force shots. That's about all I'm thinking.
Okay, game starts. I asked this to some of the other guys, but what are you watching for specifically early in the game when you know you're going to be heading in there before long?
Oh, I'm watching how some guys can't dribble with their left hand, so I'm usually looking at that. I'm watching soft passes. Some guys have better chemistry with others, and they try and pass it to each other more, so you can jump the pass easier, and it's easier to get steals.
Okay, getting ready to head to Salina today. What are you thinking right now, Maddox? I mean, you getting ready for a three day grind?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. it's going to be a good game, and I feel like who I really want to play is Abilene. I know we want to play the 5A state champs, but I just really want to play that undefeated team in the championship.
Yeah, that would be good because in the championship. We don't want any third place game, right? Okay. No. All right. Ben, I've got a question for you because I've always admired the ability of your father to mow in a straight line. Okay, and it's a key area of town, right?
Now.
I mean, oh yeah, I mean, we're talking about the Harrison Broadway. I mean, there's a lot of traffic right there, and I've seen him over there. I mean, and it doesn't look like he has any GPS stuff on there, and it's just like a straight line. Now, I came by one time this summer, and you were doing that huge yard. It was a little bit bent. Does your dad give you?
That does not surprise me.
Yeah, there are a few curls in there. What's your dad tell you before you head out trying to make the straightest lines in a yard in Great Bend?
Oh, he tries to teach me well, but he says nobody can do it like he does. So.
Well, you've played it right. As big as that yard is, I'd want to do as cruddy of a job on that thing as I could because then he won't ask you to do it again, right?
It takes a long time.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, they need a riding mower over there. We need Nicholson's a sponsor or something like that.
Well, he's got 2 sons. I mean, that's what they're
that's
for.
True.
That's
free labor.
Yep, free labor. All right, Kyle, you're getting ready to go in today. Feelings before you head into this tournament? I know you need to get some things done here.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited, and I think that's the good thing about basketball is that there's pretty quick turnaround. I think we all, we have the expectation that we can win every game that we're in, and I think we're disappointed that we didn't beat Hutch, but there was a lot of good things. I mean, The fact that we were able to score 40 points in the first half against a team that plays defense like that just kind of proves what we're capable of. And somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. So I think this is an opportunity today to just kind of forget about Hutch, continue moving forward, and hopefully get to play Andover and Abilene like we mentioned.
Okay, guys, good luck today. Ben, I was giving you kind of a hard time. Maddox, do you mow?
Yeah.
He should.
Okay,
Yeah, I mow a lot.
so you've got like a 72-inch crust buster. I mean, the latest tech. Do you push or are you a rider?
Well, it really depends what lawn I'm mowing.
Oh, okay, all right.
The real question, we want to see Maddox in like a skid loader or like a dump truck or something. We want to see him out on the highway.
Yeah.
Stop.
So,
Caution.
yeah. Oh, yeah. He's the sign guy. Yeah, there we go.
Guys, fun to see you again. And Kyle, good luck. We'll talk to you next week, okay?
All right, thank you, guys.
That's Great Bend Panther basketball talk here on Sports Day Today. It's brought to you in part by Venture Corporation, reminding you to help a neighbor shop local when you can, and by Next Tech Wireless, experience wireless built by Kansans for Kansas. More Sports Day coming your way right after this.